Mute your phone.
Yeah.
How's this?
Good angle.
That's nice?
Yeah, it's good.
This is my side.
That's mine. Does that look good? This is my side.
Yeah, it's definitely your side.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. That's
Right.
fucking cool.
We're live.
We're live.
Yeah. Not live in the air.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, all my personality just like dripped from my body.
Right?
And I'm
Like,
like,
what? We're live on Facebook. What if I told you we're live on Facebook?
I guess I'd be okay with it.
We're not.
Oh, good. Good.
All right.
So we're rolling.
We are rolling.
Nice. Okay. So
what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, dude. What are your issues? Not that you have issues. But I mean,
have
within
a lot of issues.
Okay, within
What
real
are your
estate.
issues? I mean, there's a lot of issues in real estate. My issue with real estate is the business dirty as hell.
Dirty as hell.
Yeah.
I agree.
A lot of dirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, especially with this, the NAR and having sellers not pay buyer agent commissions.
Here's the thing about that. So I'm a broker in 7 states, right? And in most states, they've separated NAR from the MLSs.
Really?
Tennessee just did it. Rhode Island just did it. What's crazy about Rhode Island doing it is Rhode Island owns the MLS. The Board of Realtors owns the MLS.
Oh.
So for them to be like, hey, you don't need to be a NAR member to now join their MLS is crazy. Like crazy in a good way, right?
Yeah.
But what are you doing? So you're killing it out there.
Thank you for noticing. Yeah. If I could say like the one thing that has really helped me in my career in real estate is I'm not thinking about everything that is ahead.
Right.
When you are on a listing appointment, you're there with your clients, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you schedule everything properly.
Right.
Because people can tell when you're not present. And so I've been going to therapy. I've been doing my thing.
Right.
I've been going to therapy for like a year. It's been really helpful in my business, my life.
I was going to say, how's it working out? You love it?
I love therapy.
I did therapy once. And the doctor told me, he's like, why are you here, bro? And I'm like the craziest person ever. Like in a good way. I'm a good crazy. Right? And I was like, I don't know. You tell me. You're the doctor. So I stopped going. It's probably not a good doctor.
He's probably not a good doctor. I mean, yes, they're supposed to ask you questions and et cetera, but
he didn't ask me anything.
I think, well,
I did all the talking. I just sat there ranting.
Yeah. So that's like the beginning of therapy. I know we're going off of what we were talking about,
It's all relevant.
The beginning of therapy is they sit there and they listen to you.
Right.
Like ramble and blah, blah, blah. So it feels like they're not doing anything for you. But as they continue to get to know you and hear the things that you say, because they just need to be there to listen. After that, then you start getting a little bit more intricate. So I've been with my therapist for like a year now. Right. And again, it just helps to get things off your chest. So they're going to ask you questions like, why do you think that you're feeling this way? What about this makes you unhappy? Blah, blah, blah. Right. And they sit there and they take notes. And then when your next session comes, it delves a little bit deeper.
So how has that affected, in a good way, your real estate business?
Well, I just, I think just having, I'm a little perplexed with the question, but just being able to take care of yourself first, you have to work on yourself prior to being able to help other people or to be able to, have a successful business. Right. If your household is not in order, and when I say household, I don't necessarily mean like you, mom, dad, whatever, kids in this. I mean like up inside your head. Yep. Like your household, it needs to be like, what's the Army guy or Marine guy that says, oh, you got to make your bed every day?
I have no idea.
Whatever.
I don't watch
someone
TV.
in the military. It's not TV. No, I saw it on a reel. Where else did I see it?
All right, so
make your bed every day. You need to start getting into a routine.
Right.
So like if you're a person who doesn't have routine and you start seeing a therapist and you see them regularly, that's the start of your routine. So you have one thing that you're at least doing.
You know what helped me mentally? I did cryotherapy every day for like 3 years.
Can you explain that to me?
Cryotherapy? It's when you get into this chamber and you freeze yourself at negative degrees.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So-
So an ice bath, but with faster results.
Better results.
Faster and better. And
Faster
you don't
and
have to
better.
wait as long to get to the temperature.
It burns up to 800 calories in 3 minutes, and it does a lot for inflammation, mental, sleep. Like, there's so many different benefits.
Oh, there's an eye cryo.
There's eye cryo. There's
Yeah.
Restore Hyper Wellness. There's a
Okay.
bunch of different
Okay.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that for 3 years. I loved it. I still do it. I don't do it as regularly as I used to, but all right. So real estate, you're doing good. You're going to therapy.
Yeah. Therapy. You were like, hey, you're doing good.
Well,
And we started talking
all right.
about therapy.
So
and
you started in the business when?
I took my classes. I took my classes 2019, but I was waitressing at the time.
So
And
you're a COVID agent.
I'm a COVID agent. I am a COVID agent.
So you survived COVID.
So
in many
I got my license in 2020.
2020. Okay, and you started at
2021.
You started at Better Homes and Gardens.
I did.
How long were you there for?
I was there for almost 2 years.
Really?
I was there for
Interesting.
almost 2 years. I said I had some personal things like happen in my life that I don't necessarily want to discuss.
Yeah,
Like,
for
just
sure. Yeah.
shit everybody
Yeah.
goes through. But it was my time to leave there.
Get some change and
Yeah, I love Better Homes and Gardens.
Right.
I love Gaetano. I love Sue, who works, she does all the money. And then Terry Straza, she's sitting in the front.
Right.
Sue, actually, I grew up next to Sue since I was like 5 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Sue and Bill. Bill is the sign guy that puts up signs.
The
sign guy of CT.
CT?
Yes, so I grew up next to sign guy of CT.
Right.
And, as I was growing up, I don't remember exactly when he started the business,
Right.
but I've seen all the signs like hanging out of his little black truck, when I'm a kid, and I'm like, oh, cool.
no shit.
So it's just kind of funny why I am where I am now.
All right, so then you left for whatever reason. You went to our favorite company.
Do we say
You could say it. It's not that big of a deal.
what, Yellow Brick?
Yeah, you went to Yellow Brick.
Did it burn your ears when I said that?
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
sorry.
Hey, listen. This is open format.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't care.
I don't care either.
This is listen. That's not to do anything. Like at the end of the day, like just because we don't like a particular person, there doesn't mean we have to shit on the company.
No, and I don't shit on that company.
Yeah.
You know
No,
why?
no one
Because
does.
I was referred from Carlos Lara.
I don't know who that is.
He's a lender. He works with Courtney very closely.
At Total.
He was at Fairway. I think he might still be at Fairway, or
okay.
he might have moved again. I'm not sure.
Fairway where in Fairfield? Because they switched to
think so.
CMG, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever.
So,
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So whatever. He said, hey, you should meet Courtney. You guys are very aligned. I think that you would all work very well together.
Right.
So I had a meeting with her and I did all the behind the scenes stuff before I told Better Homes and Gardens that I was leaving.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I knew that if I went to my broker saying this, that, and the other about leaving,
Right.
that my decision would be influenced. And I didn't want my decision to be influenced. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. This feels right. And then I made the switch. And then 8 months later, now we're over at the agency, which I love. I love the agency. I think it's great. I think it's a great brand. I love the red.
Oh, so you were only at YB for
8 months.
For 8 months, and then you guys switched to the agency.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the red too. I was actually telling Moose the other day, and
But I love the green too, and that's why I joined Better Homes and Gardens, because green is one of my favorite colors.
My good agent's green.
I know, and you picked green.
A nice green too.
It's a nice green.
It's a nice green.
It is
yeah.
a kind green. It's a
very
very kind
very
and
kind
welcoming green.
Very welcoming green.
Yeah.
Can be unwelcoming if you're unwelcome to me.
Yeah, but I mean, you seem to be a person who's easy to get along with. You're open to relationships between other brokerages, without
recruiting.
Yeah, without recruiting.
I don't recruit.
You don't have to recruit.
No, I don't recruit. I think that's the one thing. Like
hiring a recruiter. Like, how desperate are you?
Well, I know a couple companies.
I'm sorry. This isn't live again, right? It's not live. No.
We're not cutting it out.
No, I know.
It's all in there. They fired that recruiter.
I know. Do we say their names?
No.
Oh.
It's not.
We know who.
Who?
Oh.
What?
I'm talking about it later. I guess
we'll talk about it.
names.
I thought we were on the same page.
We are.
We are. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, you're saying the person that they fired.
Yeah. I thought that they had left.
I don't know. I kind of know everything about that company now, so. Yeah. Yes, that person.
We confirmed. We confirmed that it was who I thought that
We're
it
on
was.
the same page.
Well, they left.
They left, yeah. I know. Mm-hmm. Well, because, listen, when you have a culture shock like that, you're going to... Listen, we don't need to get...
having 2 teams go and...
2? More than 2.
Well, from what I just know.
Oh. Well, there's like 6 teams.
Oh. Oh.
Well, whatever.
Anyways, let's talk about nice and positive things.
Listen, so I was talking to Moose, and I said, listen, man, like the agency is a very classy look. The red is elegant. It's simple. It's clean. Like, I like that very simple. I don't know why a lot of companies are doing black. You know? Careful with the camera there. You keep kicking it.
Am I?
Yeah.
Wait, let me put it back.
Well, don't do it. Don't kick it more.
I was putting it back where it was because I was obviously kicking it.
She's kicking my camera, guys.
Another way.
So it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Should this camera be in the camera?
Fine. Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
So I don't know why a lot of companies are doing black. There's a bunch of companies.
Well, luxury and distinctive division.
All right. Let me rephrase.
Right?
Well, hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of companies doing black with other colors that shouldn't be blended. Mm-hmm. It's really bad on the eyes. Like green and blue and red are easier on the eyes than a lot of those other colors that are out there.
Just do one solid or...
Just do one
with
solid.
a white outline.
Because you know what? You can use black in your marketing. You just don't need to use it on every single thing you're doing.
No, I agree.
I think black, like, I wear black almost every day. I love the color black, but, like, in branding, I think it kills the brand.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, where is the excitement? Where is the passion?
It's not inviting.
Yeah. Where are you driven?
Right.
Like,
right.
you know.
And you've been on the Make a Moves team for a year,
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years now, yeah.
It's almost 2 years, actually, next week.
Wow. Happy anniversary.
Or it's tomorrow.
Oh.
I think it's tomorrow. Sorry.
Even quicker happy anniversary.
Yeah, quicker happy anniversary. Within this week or the next.
So you've elevated your career a lot since I first met you to now. I mean, you're probably going to do what, 8 million this year? More?
My goal is 10.
10 million?
My goal is 10.
You hit it.
If I do more, that's cool.
You've already did like 3 or 4, right?
Closings this year?
Yeah. Million. Volume.
Oh, I know that I have almost 10 closings for the year, or I will have 10 closings.
That's awesome.
For the year.
Yeah.
As far as volume, what I'm adding up, I think we might almost be at 3, to be honest.
3 million. All right.
I work with a lot of buyers who, do CHAFA or, they're just starting, blah, blah, blah. I'm starting to list, more homes that are of higher significant value.
Which is great.
Which, I love that. But, I like to help people. So I'm okay with doing a CHAFA or, like just a regular $250 mortgage, which, based on the people that I know and where they're growing up, that's where they're at. And that's okay. Then they're going to scale up after.
Right. So you grew up in Stratford, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I grew up in Stratford. I grew up in a nice area of Stratford, very close to Mill River Golf Country Club.
Oh, okay.
So I was right off of Cut Spring Road. When I was a kid, me and, my neighbor and my friends, we used to sneak over into the golf course and, like steal the flags and whatever. God. And they got little golf balls that we would
Aren't
steal.
Aren't you tired of going to jail? They're going to come for you now.
No, they're not.
They're like, where'd that flag go 13 years ago? Oh, Diandra stole it on that podcast.
I was underage. I wouldn't be tried as an adult.
Is there like a statutory limitations, right? Statute of limitations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean, as far as the crime in my life or personal life, that's been very halted.
Anyways.
Thank
So-
you
so
for
you
letting
stole some-
everybody know these things about me.
No, what? That you stole flags?
What? Yeah, my flags.
Yeah.
They stayed in my closet up in the attic for a little while. But no, it was all done harmless fun. Whatever.
Right,
They got enough money to replace the flag.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, I minus all that.
Shit.
I think I'm probably only at. I mean, I could look it up right now on my phone. You could look it up right now on your phone. But yeah, we're approaching 4 million.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
That's
great.
great.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. And within like the next month, I will have another million ahead.
Yeah. That's pretty good. So you're going to be around 5. So you'll hit 10 this year. You'll
I hit
maybe
just
beat
a
it.
little over 5 last year.
So
And I'm already almost halfway there before half a year is over.
what is your next step from there? So you're going to just keep leveling up, or what's the next move?
I wanna just sit back here and sharpen my skills. I did take my broker's test for the school.
Oh, okay.
So I still have to take the test, but my next is to get my brokers. Not sure exactly if I want to go solo and do my own thing.
Yep.
If so, it's definitely not for a few years.
Right. Right.
Personally, I want to make sure that I'm, financially sufficient. And when I say that, I want to go through one more year of taxes, and I want to purchase a 3-family for myself.
Being that I did everything you said you want to do or did, I can attest to the fact that when you're a new broker, shit's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive. And when you don't have the funding like all those rich people that sit at a fancy office have, it's hard. And it's mentally draining, and it's financially draining. I mean, I've went broke probably 100 times because you got office expenses, you have utility expenses at that office, you have Wi-Fi, you have, websites and CRMs and all these other things that add up. Now, like, I'm transparent. My holding costs, my monthly cost to run My Good Agent is around $30,000 a month. And
a lot of money.
it self-sustains now, but I could tell you 2 years ago it didn't. And if I wasn't out hustling, selling real estate, there was no way in hell that those doors were staying open. So those are things you have to think of. Nobody sits and tells anybody, hey, this is how you do it as a broker. And, no offense to teams, but teams aren't brokers. They're not running brokerages. They're running a business within a business. So until you're running the actual business, you never know what those real expenses look like.
Yeah, no. You have no idea.
No idea.
Not at all. It's, and I can assume that it's a lot. And that's why, based on having conversations with you and, also talking to Courtney and Moose and knowing how much, Zillow costs or whatever, this and that, or how much our new office is costing. Like, that's,
and I don't
even want to say it. I could never. I would never pay that much money a month.
And I didn't even add Zillow into that $30,000. Because Zillow, at the end of the day,
What, you pay like $6,000 for Zillow?
I pay more.
Yeah, see?
I pay more.
Especially if you're getting 10 calls on Easter.
I did get 10 calls on Easter.
You definitely are paying more.
Yeah, it's definitely around 8.
Yeah.
And then, one of my business partners probably paying another 8. So we're doing about $16,000 a month on Zillow.
Yeah, there you go. And then you have a lender on it as well, right?
We have a lender on, a couple lenders on it.
Yeah. Don't need to know who they are.
No, I mean, you can just go on our Zillow profile and see who they are. It shows you.
Yeah. I was just like, you were like, duh. Excuse me.
No, it's all good. So that's good. I mean, you have a plan.
I have a plan.
Whether you become a broker or not, like on your own, do it slow. Save money. Save lots of money.
Yeah, I just want to get the license.
Yeah.
I don't want to like surpass the year and then have to do my classes again and pay blah blah blah. So
they don't expire.
Oh, when it doesn't expire when I go to Bridgeport Board and do my classes?
No. As long as you got the certificate from the class.
Correct, yes. But when I was taking my real estate, oh God, I keep kicking the camera.
You're good. It's just.
Let me get my shoes out of here.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
It's okay.
No,
so, so when they give you the certificate for the class, it doesn't expire.
Well, my real estate one did.
It should have.
2 years.
No.
Are you sure? Because I had to I went and
I own a real estate school.
I know you do, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't expire.
Oh.
Yeah.
For PSI.
Yeah. Your application expires, but as long as you have the school certificate, you could reapply, and the school.
Oh, I thought they were saying that like, oh, you have to take the school over again.
No.
Oh.
Just resubmit your certificate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for educating me on that.
I think if there is expiration, it's like 10 years. I've had some of my students from 2019 just apply recently, and they get approved.
Oh.
Yeah. No, there's no limit.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Tell me that there is, so I
Okay, there's a limit.
Yeah.
There's a 1 year limit.
I have to do it this year.
You know what? I think the broker one has a limit.
Oh, it does? Well, you know what? I'll schedule that next month. We'll be good. I'll be good. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Mm-hmm. So, you've made a lot of friendships in My Good Agent. Jody and a couple of people.
I love Jody.
Jody's great. Funny.
That's my...
Too bad she's not here. That would be great. That would be so funny.
I know. She should
We should do one with her.
We will.
All of us, yeah.
Yeah, we will.
Get a fourth person that has a personality.
Yeah, you gotta have personality.
All shoot the shit.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't have personality, I'll just make fun of them.
Right, exactly. No, listen, real estate's been very prosperous for many of us, and for a lot, not so much. So we're definitely grateful to be where we're at, obviously. Being in real estate full time is probably one of the hardest things anyone could do. But it's not hard. It's just not easy.
Yeah.
Because once you figure out the formula of what you need to do, you're smooth sailing, right?
So we'll go back to what I was saying about being present. You know?
Yep.
Because you're at your listing appointment and like people can tell that you're waiting for the end to kind of see where they're at, but you're not giving them anything to make them feel secure.
Right.
You know? So, when I had my longest listing appointment a couple days ago. I was there for 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there for 3 hours. Why? Because I genuinely like these people. I genuinely enjoyed their company. And I could say that about most people. I mean, listen, we don't get along with everybody. But when you're at work, you're present and you're there. And
sometimes.
You're present and you're there. Put that in the video.
You're talking about my...
being on the phone during everything. No,
I'm
just messing with you. It was just perfect for me to get at you.
To be fair, I usually do these podcasts at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So that the phone is dead. So.
I understand. I just happen to be in the area, and I thank you so much for accommodating me. Please swipe on your phone.
Okay, cool. No. Because I have this thing with my agents where I have an average response time of 3 minutes or less, and they all hold me to it just because I said it.
That's fine.
So they're joking, but they're like, Cody, it's been 15 minutes. I said average. I always text back, average.
Everybody, just so you know, on My Good Agent, Cody has, disgracefully ruined our interview to hold up to his 3-minute, pact with you guys. So
attention, My Good
He's
Agent.
So good.
Best broker in America.
Yeah, you like that? There you go.
Listen, it is what it is. It's funny though because we've seen like My Good Agent and like even you guys are all seeing continuous growth. It's because we're all good people. None of us are doing dirty things. And I think all these dirty companies are starting to get it handed to them. They
are.
They really are.
I agree.
Because we're good people. They're not.
No, they are not. They are not.
Yeah.
And I don't like to necessarily, talk smack about other people and whatever, but it's like I know you do.
I do.
We're all meant we're all meant to be somewhere, and when you feel like you're there, and sorry, my phone's vibrating in the corner now, so I'm like, oh, I want to answer it.
We're all meant to be somewhere.
Yeah, we're all meant to be somewhere, present, blah, blah, blah. But yes, when we're talking about where we want to work, we're going to go back to why I left Better Home and Gardens. So I just didn't. I felt like there was more that I hadn't seen. Not that they weren't giving me the things that I needed. I I just kind of wanted to be with people who felt like friends, and I needed more motivation. And if that was me taking a commission cut to be able to produce more and be happy, yes, I did. I was by myself.
Oh, right.
And then I moved to a team.
Right.
So not that the team doesn't pay me well, but I was making more money prior.
Right.
So when I'm starting to get these checks, and I'm like, oh.
Did you guys before you guys moved from YB to the agency, did you guys have a lot of transaction fees and stuff?
Well, I was just on the team, so...
Oh, so you didn't have to pay the transfer fee. The team leaders did.
Yeah, no, so whatever Courtney and Moose were paying, that's what they were paying, but I have no knowledge on that.
Oh, okay, so you didn't actually have to pay one. Yeah, I mean, a lot of companies got all these transaction fees and things. You know, it just is what it is. Part of the business.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have them at My Good Agent.
And you have caps.
We do have caps. We do have caps.
That's nice.
Yeah, the caps are nice. And when ours is low, it's only $15,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very good.
And we cap our transaction fee too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So our transaction fee is only $300 per sale. No transaction fee on rentals. And then we cap that at $5,000. So it's pretty low.
That's very low.
But you get a ton of stuff at My Good Agent. Like we give the book. Like whatever you want, we got it. You know. But the difference is like we're not geared towards like the high end boutiques and stuff. Like we have agents that do higher end deals.
Sure.
And they have a different marketing side of My Good Agent where they'll market more elegant, kind of like the agency. Like your guys' branding is geared towards like the higher end sale.
Or like, if you have there's Caldwell and Keller and whatever, and they're distinctive collections or blah blah blah.
Well,
like, so are you going to make a distinctive My Good Agent collection? Like
we're thinking about it. Well, actually, between me and you, and
what is it going to be, black and white?
No. Well, I actually, believe it or not, was thinking about opening a whole nother brokerage for the luxury side.
Oh.
Because I already done it with My Good Agent. I could do now. I got the money. I could do it.
You have the money and you have the experience, and if
the tools.
You think that that's the best way to go about it to create more revenue, sure.
Well, we were thinking about calling it My Good Agent Prestige. I don't like that.
Prestige.
Worldwide.
The
fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah, you better not fucking call it Prestige My Good Agent or whatever.
My Good Agent Prestige? No.
Yeah.
Actually, my original plan was to relaunch Hulsman Homes because that's how I started. And the logo for Hulsman Homes is very like elegant and very like modern, and it's blues and.
It's a nice last name.
Hulsman.
It sounds like strong and like distinctive and like depending on how you say it, you could say it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some people call it Hulsman, some call it Hulsman. I call it Hulsman. I got some uncles that call it Hulsman, but I was thinking about relaunching Hulsman Homes, and this has been a plan for years. This is when I launched My Good Agent. My plan was like I put Hulsman Homes back burner. We still have all the Hulsman Homes social media, everything, because eventually I may relaunch it as the luxury side of the brokerage.
I like it.
Yeah. And it would be Hulsman Homes and then really small, say powered by My Good Agent.
Yeah, real tiny.
Yeah, real tiny. But it will be a separate brokerage.
So what are your thoughts, though, on that being black and white?
No.
Because all the other companies do that, not saying that you have to be like the other companies.
No. Nope. It's going to go the same color.
Is it still going to be green?
We're not green. Hulsman Homes is blue. It's like a navy.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if you were.
No.
Then the blue is good.
The blue's fine. Yeah,
blue's great.
The blue's
for
very
distinctive.
elegant.
Yeah,
it's very elegant.
Distinctive.
Very distinctive. Yeah. So that's my whole point. I would put the agency up with like a Sirhan. Not so much the luxury of Caldwell or Ravis. I would say it's more of like a Sirhan. It's kind of like one of those one-off brands that kind of creates a niche in that kind of field, in that whatever, that dynamic.
There's a niche, but also we sell all types of houses. And that's because we came into the mix. Like we as in the Making Moves team.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here making videos like jumping in pools. Like I'm not like doing anything like super fancy, but I did just film one today before I came here. That's a little bit more distinctive. The property is professionally staged. It's in Madison, so you guys will be seeing the video soon.
Nice.
And I actually did the video with the staging woman who is the property girl. And she has a studio in Madison.
Nice.
And so, she does New York, Rhode Island,
Oh, cool.
New Hampshire.
What's that cost?
Well, the staging for the property that we did in Madison, if we want to talk about it, it was very close. No, it's close to $4,000. I did not pay that.
Thankfully.
But
wow.
Depending on the amount of money or the amount of capital that your client has to be able to sell their house, and dependent on the area, whatever, blah, 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 I think staging, or I know that staging is definitely very helpful.
Well, and another thing too is I think a lot of realtors don't do this. When I take a listing, I walk in the seller and I make them declutter. I say, listen, even knickknacks and stuff, even if it's I just want to walk in.
And leave some pieces of your furniture so you don't have to pay for that. Right. But in this situation, we had no furniture.
I tell them take down personal photos, clean the walls. When someone walks in, have some sense, because the more inviting it feels and smells, the more people are going to be like, oh, I could see myself here.
How'd my open house smell the other day?
Pretty good. I was actually really shocked.
Yeah,
I wasn't too impressed with the food.
Why?
I don't know. I was expecting steaks and potatoes. And...
Sorry, I had wraps and Easter candy.
Yeah.
So my apologies.
That open house was pretty slow.
Yeah, but guess what? The right people came.
But you got a deal.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Within 3 days.
I was shocked because usually on Easter, open houses are...
I went back to that house it was the day before Easter. Oh. It was the day before Easter. It was Saturday. But I actually went back to the house on Sunday.
You should have did the open house on Sunday.
Well...
It probably would have been line out the door.
I just didn't really want to do that.
Right.
Right. We still did well. I got a good result.
By the way, I really like Jake.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah, I freaking love Jake.
Why'd you say it like that? You don't like me?
What? No.
Oh.
I just was
you could tell
thrilled.
Right? Oh, okay.
No, he never said that.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna call him after this. I'm like, Diandra said you don't like me.
Maybe he doesn't like you because you call me Diandra.
Oh, is that it? Diandra.
No, yes, Diandra.
Diandra.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm gonna call him and say, hey, Diandra said you didn't like me.
I didn't say that. No, but I'm like, I just wasn't expecting you to talk about the lender.
I liked him.
I'm glad.
No, I like him.
That's why
he seems real chill, relaxed.
All my clients love him.
I like his partner, Cody.
Yeah, Cody's cool. Yeah, love Cody.
I like the name. Mm-hmm. Don't like it on him because there should only be one.
There should only be one Cody. Yeah.
But no, they're good guys.
They're great.
And they work for AFC. Mm-hmm. Shout out to AFC Mortgage, Gaetano and Vito there.
It's Gaetano's birthday today.
I know. Happy birthday, Gaetano.
Happy birthday, Gaetano.
We'll have to send them that clip.
Yeah, we will.
Ready? We'll say it. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Gaetano. Hey. So good.
Those kids crack me up.
Yeah, I know. I love the whole family's great. Mom, dad.
When they're wearing their tight suits, that cracks me up. I love it.
What, the tight suits?
Yeah, they're like old men in 20-something-year-old bodies,
They are,
really are.
But I love
it. Yeah, I love it too.
I love that about them.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
I love when they got cigars, the cigars with the suit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm I first met them in Florida. Mm-hmm. When I was living in Florida, they went down to Miami for 3 months. Mm-hmm. And they hit me up. They go, hey, paisan, that's what they always say. And they're paisan, hey.
Ciao. Yeah.
And he's like, hey, we see you're doing business, Connecticut, Florida. We're trying to grow Florida. I'm like, yeah, we can meet. So, all right, it's a quick, funny story. So we go out to dinner. I say, yeah, just text me where you want to go. Now, whenever I go to dinner, or I invited, even if I'm invited, I always think I'm going to pay. I prepare to pay. And so I'm a Chili's guy. Chili's for 4 people costs $62, all right? it's cheap. You're good. It tastes good. We're right? Okay, well, hold on. So we go to this restaurant. I remember
$60 for 4 people?
At Chili's? Yeah, you get the 3 for me.
I'm sorry. I spend $60 at least between 2.
Well, you probably drink.
No, not all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways.
I like apps
I go to meet them at this restaurant, all right? Mm-hmm. And we're all hitting it off. We're all talking, right? And They start ordering like 20 appetizers. I'm sitting there like, oh my God.
Yeah, see, I told you, ordering the appetizer.
I'm like, fuck, this is going to be expensive. Like, I wasn't prepared for this. I'm like, I could pay for it, but like, I don't want to.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So then they're like, all right, guys, what do you want to get for dinner? I'm like, dinner? I'm like, we got this table filled of like 15 appetizers.
Yeah.
They order like $90 steaks. I'm starting to sweat. I got chicken parm for $22.
$9 steak at Chili's?
No, we didn't go to Chili's. No, we met at this other restaurant. I'm saying I'm a Chili's guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, wait, you guys went to Chili's?
No, I wish.
And like, I just don't see them eating in Chili's.
No, not them. If we went to Chili's, I would have paid no matter what. So like, listen, so they order.
I'm sorry.
We order all of these. They order all these appetizers, and then comes the time to order meals. And I always get chicken parm. I was playing it safe. Like I was like,
you got chicken parm at their last event at this place in Cheshire.
It's cheap, $22, $25 for a good whatever. They get like $90 steaks, all right? And I'm like, oh Jesus, like this is gonna be like a $1,500 bill. And then the bill comes, and thankfully Gaetano paid. I was like, oh man, thank God, because I was not paying for all that food.
Listen,
I didn't eat any of it.
I mean, it was the first time you physically meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you didn't know.
And then afterwards, I said,
been nervous,
I was sweating, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to pay for this. Like, I didn't want to pay for it. And I mean, I wanted to pay for it, but not.
You would have.
I would have.
Yeah.
But when they started ordering all those appetizers, I was like, oh man. So then afterwards, I was like, you guys want to go hang out at the casino down in Fort Lauderdale? Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, let's do it. I said, cool. There's a cigar lounge. I brought them to a speakeasy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to go to one.
And I'm like popular there. I just know everybody there, right? So we walk in, and it's a cigar lounge. So I get them the cigars, man. They're so funny. Like they're just the funniest little guys.
No, I love them. I think they're great. Sometimes I'll be, with Jake in the office prior to 9 a.m. Jake from State Farm. Don't show him this. Clifford the big red dog. Yeah. Jake Clifford. Sorry.
Oh,
Jake,
is that his last name?
Yeah.
Clifford. So he's Jake from State Farm or Clifford Red? Got it. Okay. So you do a lot of business with them, though.
He's mad at me now. He's
Why?
He's so mad at me.
Why?
He doesn't want to be called Clifford the big red
that's
dog.
okay.
Yeah.
It's only a second.
Sorry, Jake.
That's all right. Jake will get over it.
Yeah, he will.
So you do a lot of business with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jake and I actually had 3 closings in 1 week together 2 weeks ago.
Nice. Congrats.
And I had met him just a little over a year ago, and now we're doing a lot of buyer agent consults in person.
Nice.
Common Grounds or what is that? Harborview Market or one of the places that we go, dependent on where the client already is, or if they're from out of state. We just recently did 2 out of staters, one New York, one Rhode Island, looking to come to Connecticut, and those work really well because people can tell when you have a nice relationship with another person. So Jake and I pride on that with each other because from the moment I met him at the Bridgeport Board Christmas party. I guess it was technically 2 years ago, but it was like a little over a year ago. And I was hanging out with my girls, and I really just needed my picture taken with my friends. And I was like, and I go, I wish I could be in the picture. And then Jake's like, here, I'm coming to the rescue. And I'm going to take the picture for you guys. And I'm like, thank you so much.
That's so
and
funny.
at this time, he's at Revolution Mortgage.
We don't talk about Christmas parties in this room.
Why?
You know why?
My Christmas party
Any
experience?
Christmas party.
Oh, no, that was Halloween.
Oh, you said Christmas.
What, the thing that happened to me?
Yeah. You said we met at the Bridgeport Christmas party.
Correct.
Right, I'm saying we don't talk about Christmas parties.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else that we could talk about later.
No. We're talking about Christmas parties.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it. Sorry, I got lost for a second.
Yeah.
But yes, we met at the Christmas party, which is fine to talk about, not Halloween parties.
Right.
And talk about it later. And he took a picture of me and my girls, and we went and had lunch at. Well, we didn't even really eat because I already had the team meeting with the team at the Sally's.
Right.
In Fairfield, so he just met me there, and we realized that we just kind of like have a lot in common. And
when's your guys' new office opening?
I don't
know. Sometime.
It's very soon.
Sometime.
It'll be soon.
That's funny.
It'll be soon.
So I do ask everybody,
Yeah.
or at least I try.
Close me out. What's up?
Is if you had advice to give anybody looking to get in real estate. Hold on, let me redo that because I wasn't looking at you. I was too busy on my phone. If you had to give one piece of advice to somebody looking to get into real estate or someone new in real estate, what would that piece of advice be?
What would that piece of advice be? Well, I guess when I was coming into real estate, I really didn't know what I was expecting.
I
didn't know what I was expecting. Just if you think you know something, you don't know something. Allow someone to teach you that thing. I'm not saying that everybody is right, because you'll come across people who are wrong, but just don't open your mouth. Listen, take advice. And when you're taking your test and going to school for real estate, don't be discouraged and thinking that you have to know all the things in your real estate class, because you don't. You don't know nothing until you get out onto the field and you start actually working with people. And if you're someone who isn't good with people, or you don't think that you're good with people, you're going to have to get over that fear, because you just can't be a realtor without, allowing yourself to just immerse yourself in the people. Like they want to know that they're important. They want to hear themselves talk for a little bit. They want to hear what you have to say too. But don't sit there thinking about the thing that you were going to say because you think it's so good, because you thought that the other person was about to stop talking.
Right. And
you could have jumped in right at that right opportunity if they want to continue to talk. Sit there. Don't make it look anxious. Again, being present. That was the whole thing that I've been talking about this entire podcast is being present.
So listen and shut up.
Listen and shut up. Yeah, thank you for making it so much easier for me.
That's what they say. God was a woman, right? Because the Bible has long and...
Yeah. God was a woman, and that woman was me.
Well, I guess we'll end it there.
Yeah. No, this was really good. How long did we go?
43 minutes.
Oh my God. Yay.